My name's Walter Yeager, and my title is CEO, but I kind of do a little bit of everything.
I'm Jose Sanchez. I'm president of Alpine Fresh. I do a little bit of everything. In particular, I run the value-added programs.
I moved here in 1978 when I was 13 years old. I went to a school called St. Agnes. There was 60 kids in the school, and Jose and I were about 5'10", and we were by far the tallest kids in school.
I guess I was 12 years old. We met at St. Agnes Middle School in Key Biscayne, Florida, and we pretty much right away became best friends.
And we hit it off great, and we've been friends ever since. And ever since we were 13, we've always been doing one hustle deal or another. You know, whether it's washing cars or buying shirts on the wholesale markets.
I guess a funny one was, I think we were probably about 15 years old. We were going to Coral Gables High School. I'm not exactly sure how, but we got a hold of some polo-style shirts. We were buying the shirts for about 75 cents, and we had to buy a lot of them. I think we had to buy like 500 of them, or I can't remember how many, and we were selling them for $5, and they weren't selling very well, and we had a lot of them, and you know, we needed to get rid of them. So coincidentally, there was somebody in the school selling OP shorts.
This kid that we had, he scored a deal on some shorts that happened to fall off the back of a truck, let's say. And he was selling them in school for $5 a pair. We found out right away that he was selling them for $5 a pair. So we went and bought all the shorts that he had. He had like 50 or 60 pairs. The kids would come up to us and say, "Oh, well, I can get them from Lance for $5.
We said, "Well, go buy them from Lance." And they came back to us and said, "Lance says he doesn't have any more. He sold them all to you." We said, "That's right, and they're $10 now."
Kind of like our first foray into market manipulation. You know, we cornered the market, and we were able to dictate what we wanted to get for our product. Well, we have this kind of rule: we're only allowed to go broke in one industry at a time. So we've done a lot of different things. We were in the flower business, went broke on that. Did a great job of selling them, we just couldn't collect. And so that lasted like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. We got involved in a pizzeria on US 1 and 17th Street. I think that when we went to the bank, that was funny. We went to the bank, we said, "Listen, we have this great business model. We're gonna open up this pizzeria. We've got a line on all this used equipment that we can get for like 20 cents on the dollar. We've got a manager that's gonna run it. He ran a pizzeria in New York. He's gonna bring down all his recipes and yada, yada, yada." And I'll never forget, the banker told me, he says, "You know, the average life expectancy of a pizzeria is 11 months. And I said, "Nah, you know, we've got the plan, we've got low capital into it, we're set." I think we ended up lasting like 9 months. So we brought the average down of Gangster's Pizza was the name of the pizzeria.
I was 21 or 22. I had some experience. I was working in the industry. I was working in the business. I had a job offer to go work for somebody else for a lot of money at the time, or what I thought was a lot of money at the time. And was told that why don't you open up your own business. I had this gentleman who had offered me strawberries from, I think it was Honduras, and I decided to open up. I was actually going to take a vacation and was going to go snow skiing, and I had to come up with a name for a company right away. Never thought it was something I was going to be doing for the rest of my life. So even though I live in Miami and I was going to go snow skiing, I decided to Alpine, because of mountains, and came up with our original name was Alpine Marketing. And we started receiving the strawberries and selling the strawberries, and that's how it all got started.
We grow, basically we say Central and South America. It constitutes Mexico. We're in a lot of different places in Mexico, and we're in Peru growing, Chile, Argentina.
We do some buying out of Ecuador. We're starting to get involved in some domestic operations. We're starting to get involved in some Florida deals, some Georgia deals, some Michigan deals. We're trying to have a 52-week supply of our core items.
And that's what we're really excited about, because you know, when we were selling blueberries for 6 months out of the year, now we're going to be selling them for 12 months out of the year.
Today we farm and we pack and we distribute and we broker and we do a little bit of everything legal definition or the industry definition for what we do is we are shippers. Shippers of fresh fruits and vegetables. Growers, shippers, distributors of fresh fruits and vegetables.
What I'm most proud of is the relationships that we've developed over time. You know, we focus on working together with people that have common interests, common goals.
You know, I feel like we have some of the best team members, workers, employees that there are in the business. I strongly feel that with the amount of people that we have, with the total volume and sales, what we do is unheard of. I really think that, you know, we're doing double the volume sales of somebody else with the same amount of people. And that's, you know, that's attributed to their hard work and their professionalism. It's been great. It's always a challenge to get good people and get the right people in for the right job.
My name is Maria Alvarez. My unofficial title is the psychologist, but my official title is the CFO. I've had that opportunity to see us go through the good and the bad. I guess if I would recall one of those stories, I was already hired when they moved to their second facility. And one morning I came in bright and early, and the window was broken. And I thought, oh my goodness, you know, someone broke in. So I even thought about maybe not walking in. So I opened the door, walked in, and nothing was missing. All the computers were there, everything was there. So I thought, oh my goodness, I don't know what happened. So finally, the boys called probably around 11 o'clock in the morning, and I said, listen, we have an issue. I've already sent it to the window to get repaired, but it was broken. And Jose says, oh, don't worry. I had to throw a rock through it because I had left my passport inside the office and I didn't have any keys, so I broke the window to get in. Okay, not a problem. Quickly I found out, you know, the kind of characters I was dealing with.
My name's John Lyons. I'm Director of Sales at Alpine Fresh here. I'm starting my 24th year today. I worked at a produce company in Tampa. Before that, I was in the music business for about 12 years, traveling all over the country. And been in the produce business like 2 years in Tampa and 23 years here at Alpine. Watched Alpine grow from a very small company to a very large organization. What worked for us is, I think, the Jose Sanchez and Walter, we're willing to try anything. I mean, you know, we tried a lot of things, you know, that worked. We tried some things that didn't work. And I'm talking about in different vegetables. We expanded our product line, but we've always tried to keep a core of 3 or 4 products. And, you know, the more we know about those 3 or 4 products, the more we can help our customers. And the products just took off. You know, asparagus, when we started asparagus, I mean, it was a vegetable that was eaten, you know, once or twice a week. Now it's one of the most consumed green vegetables there is. And it's just phenomenal how much it's grown. And then we got into the farming end of it, and that just lends itself to growth. One of the best things about Walter and Jose, I feel, is their determination to get stuff done. I feel they're very, you know, they care about everybody in the food chain, from the grower of the product to the retailer selling the product.
I really feel a special bond with our farmers. You know, I mean, I spend a lot of time with them, and I've always said, you know, sometimes I have guys that I talk to more than I talk to my wife on certain days. You know, so I got to make sure I get along with this guy. You know, and that we have a good, and that's really what I enjoy the most is the personal relationship. You know, we're in this together. It's not, they don't sell us and we don't buy from them, or, you know, it's a partnership that we have in order to get the consumer the best product at the best possible price. And that's something that I would look back on and really be proud of. You know, I'm proud of the fact that we have a supplier in Beta that when I met him, he had 70 hectares of asparagus in production. Today he has over 2,000. He's going to be the largest grape farmer in Peru within the next couple of years, and I kind of feel like I'm a part of that. You know, we've invested with them, and those are when I look back, you know, those are the types of things that I'm proud of. You know, I'm proud of the other partnerships that we have with companies that, you know, they're just people that you build stuff together.
I think that we have grown as a company. because of their humanity, employee relationships, how we take care of our employees, how we take care of everyone up that chain, starting with our growers all the way out to our customers, and our employees are a big part of that, and how we take care of our employees.
I would like to see it, go full circle. I mean, there's, there's the second generation's coming in here now. There's a whole new crowd coming in here, and I mean, it's good to see where this company has grown. When you put this and talk to all these people, you put it all together, you're gonna get a fantastic story. I love it. I really do. I mean, every day is different.
I think the greatest thing I can say about Walter is he really is the smartest guy I've ever met in my life. He has a lot of great qualities that I wouldn't want to bore you through or go through with you. He's been the best friend anybody could ever ask for, but he really is the smartest guy I've ever met.
Well, I always knew we'd be doing stuff together. I just never knew what we were going to be doing, and it just kind of evolved. As you dig into your work, you start to meet people. You start getting more involved. Now you meet somebody else that's doing another project, and you start talking to them, and then you get involved in that project, and everything kind of just starts. You have this organic growth.
The two individuals was outstanding. I mean, you couldn't find better bosses, to be honest.
I think that we have grown as a company because of their humanity, employee relationships, how we take care of our employees, how we take care of everyone up that chain, starting with our growers all the way out to our customers, and our employees are a big part of that.
And I feel this will be a company that stands the test of time.
So I just like to thank everybody, everybody that's here, and there's a lot of people that unfortunately couldn't make it here and aren't here. They're a key component to the success of Alpine. It's not one individual, it's not a group of individuals, it's everybody working together to a common goal. And I'm very proud of the relationships. I'm very proud to be friends with everybody here and work together with everybody here. And I'm really looking forward to the next quarter century. And I'm also excited about the new generation coming up. I'm excited about the younger Ashley Yeager coming in, and Austin Yeager maybe coming in next year, and then Renata, and I'm really looking forward to see how do they envision the future of the company and where they look to take it. I'm sure it'll be interesting to see how that compares to what my vision is and Jose's vision. And again, I just want to say thank you. Some people have traveled from really, really far away, and we really love you guys. I enjoy working with you. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy talking about our business problems, our personal problems. And I think that's kind of what Alpine is about, and what I'm about, what life is about. It's not just a dollar sign. It's relational, because at the end of the day, we put a lot of time and effort into this, and I really look forward to growing together over the next 25 years. We've made a specific decision to value relationships over quantity. And some of our competitors, they do the same or less volume with, it's no secret, 5 times the amount of suppliers that we use. And we're going to continue that. We want to grow with the few select people that we think want to be the best in their country and in their regions and the things that they do. To all the families that are here, without your support, supporting your spouse, your son or your daughter or your mother, they wouldn't be able to dedicate the time that they needed to make Alpine successful. And sometimes we always look at it and we say, oh, well, this person or that person, but it's also the families behind it. And I just want to reach out to you guys and give you a special thanks also for being supportive of your family and Alpine. And we feel like you're all going to be a part of that, and I'll see you at the next party. Thank you very much for coming.